Hey everybody, Steve, and I would like to talk with you about your morning rituals. What are your morning rituals? And you're saying to yourself, I don't think I really have any morning rituals. And I'm saying, oh yes you do. Because your morning rituals are nothing more than your habits. What you do typically to start a day. Maybe it's hitting the snooze button. Maybe it's making coffee. Whatever you do habitually, whether it's intentional or not, becomes a ritual for you. You just may not be conscious of it. And the secret to really seeing dreams come true and visions come true and moving from where you are to where you want to be can start with starting your morning intentionally. So, here's my morning ritual story. I've always been a night owl, and I've always been a 7 a.m., 7:15 a.m. riser. No shame in that. I don't need a lot of sleep, never have. I might go to bed at midnight. That actually would be earlier in the day. That would be early. 1 o'clock is more like it, 2. Partly because I was a dad, and my kids were always needing stuff, and everyone was always needing stuff in my life, and the late night hours, not like mine. And so I go to bed late, wake up, I think a little bit on the late end, get out the door at 8:30 or whatever time I had to get out the door. And the morning was a little bit of a flurry. I still had rituals back then. I was still doing these things. One of my rituals was run out the door late and arrive late. Not good. When I hung them up as a pastor in 2020, and I'm a solopreneur now, I have a little business. And somebody shared with me, a coach shared with me, that the superpowers of an Enneagram 7 are unlocked through structure. I'm not a big fan of structure, but I think I need some. So in that first year or so, I became a 6 a.m. riser. I woke up an hour earlier, and I devoted that time to writing. And I was writing from my soul. I was just pouring out my heart. I had a lot of grief, frankly, a lot of pain. My mom had died. It was COVID. There was a lot going on. And I have journals of really psalms that I wrote, angry prayers, etc. It was really therapeutic, and I loved it so much that I've expanded it. When the year 2022 began, this year, I set an intention to join the 5 o'clock club. And that is to wake up by 5 a.m. But it felt like waking up an hour earlier was going to be quite a big leap for me. So my inner incremental goals were to wake up 15 minutes earlier every quarter. So that by the end of quarter 1, by the end of March of 2022, I'd be waking up at 5:45. I did that. And then I had a whole 3 months to work my way to getting up at 5:30. And by the end of June of this year, I was waking up at 5:30. Now I'm in Q3, and my intention is to wake up at 5:15. And I still hit snooze because I set the alarm for 10 till 5. And I hit it. No, it's only vibrating because I don't want to wake up poor Bonnie with my snooze stuff. Sometimes I sleep through the vibration, and it's not a perfect system. But I'm not even waiting to the end of the quarter. I'm getting up at 5:15 right now. I'm just going to do this because I'm a badass and I don't care about nothing, and etc. So, by the end of the year, I intend to be waking up at 5. And what I do in that time is really rich for me. Now, along with that writing, I get up and I study languages. I know, it's super nerdy. I know. You don't have to get it. This is my little red wagon. This is where the joy is for me. So I get up, and once I've got my coffee started, and I lay back downstairs. Lucy's with me. I've let her out, watered, fed her, and cover up myself a little blanket, and I started with my little apps. And I started with my Bible verse app, Fighter Verses, and I'm memorizing scripture like I've done for 5, 6, 7 years, and in Spanish. And then I do my daily dose of Hebrew, and I do a Hebrew lesson, biblical Hebrew. I'm a nerd. I don't care what you think. I'm just telling you. This is my thing. Then I do my Greek lesson from Daily Dose of Greek. These are apps. Find them on the App Store. They're cool. Parsing Greek verbs and Hebrew, blah, blah, blah. Then I do Duolingo, and I work on the heavenly language, Spanish. So I give a good 20 plus minutes, 30 minutes to that because I just nerd out. By 6:30, I have immersed myself in learning because I've got number 7 learner. I love this stuff. There's a lot of joy in this for me. 6:30, I joined my writing group. They start at 8:30 Eastern time, this Unchained Writers group. I recommend it, and I know everybody. We chat, and then we say, this is my goal, is to write 500 crappy words in the next hour. I can write 500 words in about 20 minutes now. They're not very good, but writers write, and I'm writing. I'm in writing mode for an hour and a half, and I have to peel myself away at 8 because it's such a groove for me. It's so therapeutic. It's writing therapy. It's beautiful, wonderful. And I want to be an author, so I'm on my way. Writers Write. 8 o'clock starts my workout, my yoga, stealth trainer, kettlebell, and showering. Be ready for a 9 o'clock meeting. That's my morning rituals now. Very intentional, very geeky, very nerdy. It's like a salad bar situation. Following you and I seeing you put your salad together, I'm going, ooh, you're going to put that on there? It's terrible. But you like it, and that's all that matters. My morning rituals are mine. What are yours? I want to encourage you to be very intentional. Start noticing what you habitually do, and then start asking yourself, what might I like to do to get my day started? With some structure. Because discipline is doing what you don't feel like doing so you can become what you want to become. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm really happy. And I want you to be happy. So there's my challenge. Consider your morning rituals and share them with me. Please email me. Please write something on my YouTube page or on my website. Leave me a little note. Tell me that you're listening and watching and what you're thinking and what you're trying, because that's where the fun is. Take care and have a great day.